Hey, it's Luke John Harrison here. Before we get into this video, make sure please that you like, comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure the bell notification icon is on. It only takes 1 second of your day to make mine. Now let's get into it. When will life take off for me? When will things start happening? When will things start to blow up? When will my life go in the direction that I want it to go? When will I start sorting my shit out? When will I start achieving? When will I start feeling progress? You might have these questions surrounding your life right now. When are things going to take off? And the very, very simple answer to that is when you choose it to. Now, before you think that I'm being sarcastic or indeed too simple right here, life does not happen to you. Life is created by you. Think about this in terms of your emotions, right? You create your own emotions. I mean, who else creates them? Who else gives you them? They come from within, right? We draw out emotions from within. We feel anxious, scared, worried, overwhelmed. We create that. We also feel joyous, happy, excited, eager. We create those things. They don't come from outside, they come from inside. That's the power of our mind and our brain, right? So I want you to think about this. If you want to create more powerful emotions in your life, there's a few things that you need to do. Number one, don't believe everything that you think. Number two, start speaking differently. And number three, start acting differently. Because the problem is we get to a point in life where we just do what keeps us safe and comfortable. We're always going to do that anyway because it's the way that our brain is wired. Your brain is not wired to keep you happy. Your brain is not wired to progress and be successful in life. Your brain is wired neurologically at a level to make sure that you are not dying. Quite simply, it just wants to keep you safe. All the time. So you'll always revert back to what keeps you safe and certain, even if that behavior is self-sabotaging, even if the behavior is self-destructive. Even if it's smoking, drinking, gambling, right? The fact is, we know those behaviors, if we choose them too much, can be very detrimental to our life. We know they can be detrimental to our weight, detrimental to our health, detrimental to our wallet, detrimental to our mindset. But we choose them because they help us stay certain. They help us stay comfortable and safe. They are behaviors that we're used to, right? The brain cannot sabotage itself. You cannot literally self-sabotage. It's actually impossible. Self-sabotage is a bit of a myth, right? You want things to take off. You want life to help you get some momentum. You have to start choosing differently. You have to start speaking differently. You have to start thinking differently. Now, it all comes down to our level of thought. Some of us just have what we call stinking thinking. It's negative, right? We are low. But however, I'd get you to consider that being negative and being low is just your brain's default state for feeling safe. Think about that. If you're negative and you're low, if that's what you've known for a while, your brain is comfortable in that position. Even if it might feel uncomfortable, the only way it's going to change is when the pain of change is easier than staying the same. But I need you to think about this whole thing of being negative and feeling low. A lot of the time, if we were to feel the opposite, and by the way, you already know what the opposite is, otherwise you wouldn't know what negative and low felt like. You know what positive and excited and high feels like. Maybe you've been intoxicated to feel that, or maybe you've just felt that at different points of your life. But right now, to feel low and negative, if that's your neutral default state, that's basically your safe state. So in your brain, it's going, I'm safe here, so it's okay to stay here. Or you're feeling safe and connected around other people. Because here's the thing, if you hang around people who are genuinely fairly low or genuinely fairly negative even, if you're hanging around those people, you're going to feel accepted by mimicking behavior. You're going to feel accepted by having a conversation that has notes and connotations of feeling connected, i.e., I'm feeling like shit. Hey, me too. Let's talk about it, right? Now, this is not to say deny your feelings. However, it is to say, consider that maybe you need to start hanging around with some new people, getting a new peer group, listening and watching different things. And the thing is, you're not just going to be more positive, right? That's hard to do when you're feeling low, when you're feeling negative. I get that. But if you understand this fact that maybe you're doing that because it's just your default safe state. So in order to change that, we need to start gathering a little bit more data, a little bit more of a reality check on what we can do to stay positive and what we have done in the past to stay positive, and also what's going right in my life right now. Because it's easy to go, this is going straight and this is going wrong. The first step, my honest advice would be to say, give 5 things tonight before you go to bed on what's going right in your life. Write down 5 things of what's went well this past week. I bet you could think about it if you really pushed yourself, right? Now that's going to give the brain enough data to go, oh, well, actually it might be okay to be a bit more positive because I've got this, and this going on, right? Your life gets to be better when you create it so. Don't fall into that trap of always thinking it has to be this way. It's just your brain's way of staying safe, but there's other ways to rewire it. Start with 5 things tonight before you go to bed on what's going right in your life. Write them down, comment below this video, wherever you're watching it, and let me know how you get on. I'll see you in the next one.